want to introduce you to MSD UK. But before we do that, I just want to play this quick VT and invite Jean. Where's Jean? From MSD UK. Would you like to come up, Jean? She runs... This is one of the UK's leading advocacy agencies, bodies, and Jean is one of the leads, and one of the, I think your role now is?
Head of Corporate Member Services.
Head of Corporate Membership. So she's going to talk to you about MSD UK, and again, there's going to be about opportunities to give you. So before we do that, we're going to play this quick VT.
Large corporations, and I'm just being completely transparent. We go with who we know, and we're constantly using the same supplier. What you've now brought to us and what the future will bring is more competitiveness. There are some amazing firms I've met through MSD UK that I just left there going, wow, I didn't even know you could do that. And these people are like 20 and 25 years old with such great ideas. They just need an opportunity. If you are looking for ways to integrate your supply chain with some of the most amazing ethnic minority-owned businesses and see the value that it brings, please join MSD UK.
Thank you, Nidra. Nidra is a real sister in the network. Okay, all right. Next slide. So I'm between you and some awesome looking cocktails out there, so I will run through this very quickly. MSD UK, I'm going to start with the end in mind. Why were we put at the end of the session? Between ourselves and the Black Business Show, we are offering 30 free certifications for Black businesses from this conference. I'm going to talk a little bit about what that means. The business has to meet the criteria for the certification, and you can't have previously been certified with MSD UK. So we are an organization that's been going since 2006. We identify ethnic minority-owned businesses and introduce them to corporates. Incredible people like Nidra, Accenture. EY, who spoke earlier, is also a member of MSD UK. We're a members organization, two sets of members, the corporates and the ethnic minority-owned businesses. And our role is to bring the two networks together, giving you more and more opportunities. How do you qualify? The business has to be minimum 51% owned and run by ethnic minorities. It has to be registered on Companies House, and those people need to have the right to live and work in the UK. So certification is pretty simple. You go on our website, you fill in the form, and you join the network. So what do? We have a database of ethnic minority-owned businesses. I'm going to skip that slide there. And basically, when our corporates join, and at the moment we're working with 114 corporate members. The elephant in the room most of the day was the DE&I pushback. The majority of our members are still US-based corporates, like the ones who've been mentioned, but we are now getting more and more organizations like Tesco, Lloyds Bank, the public sector organizations are coming to us. And the Procurement Act has really helped us to capture the UK corporates to say, come and find ethnic minority-owned businesses. Why do we need MSD UK? Because a large number of them don't know how to find you. And there's nothing worse than the corporates who say, well, we've got opportunities and we don't know where to find these business owners. So our database is to give them the access to you, but more importantly, to give you access to them. Michelle had a great exercise earlier about who do you know. You come to our events, you meet the influencers, you meet the Nidras, you meet the people who make the buying decisions, and then they can get to know a bit more about you. Some of our members have been with us since 2006, And of course, the DE&I pushback has impacted us. I'd be lying if I didn't explain that. But we are a global network. I, in my role, speak to corporates weekly. Sometimes I'm speaking to 2, 3 corporates a day. They join us to access the database. They join us to do the data scrubs to find out how many ethnic minority-owned businesses they're working with. They join us also to get best practices and how do they make their programs even better. And that's part of our role, to help them to jump that scale. And we have some incredible champions. So the organization may be pulling back, editing their text, but we have people within a lot of these organizations, like the gentleman from EY, who said, this is a passion for me. I want to find the people, and I want to connect you. So that's part of our role, is to work with those champions and help them to continually move forward. So what are we trying to do? We have lots of events, and this is just a snapshot of what we've done this year. We started this year at Accenture. Accenture hosted us, GSK has hosted us, Cummins have done events, and they come to us and say, these are the category of suppliers that we want to meet, and we'll put the events together. We've also been working with the public sector, as I've mentioned. This morning, the minister mentioned Lane, the London anchor institutions. They came to us and said, we want to bring our members to meet your ethnic minority-owned businesses. And Lane included Metropolitan Police, the Fire Brigade, the universities, and we had an event at University of East London, and they met our suppliers. So you need to join the network so you can be there. The best successes are when they can ask for you by name. You meet them once, you meet them a second time, people buy from people they know. So we need to build the relationship. So a lot of our networking is to actually bring the two groups together. In November, we're doing another event with Islington. They're bringing their anchor institutions to meet us as well. We've had Black History Month celebrations, and we're going to have a lot more. So this is just a snapshot of some of the events that you get access to when you join us. We also have programs where we're working with corporates. Pathways to High Growth is a great program where you get to pitch to the corporates. And we have Innovation Challenge, which we're going to be announcing shortly as well, and other programs. What's my message to you? We have opportunities come through us. But for me, the biggest opportunity is the opportunities the corporates come to us to ask for, that we return a zero return. So these are some of the categories of our EMBs on our database. Think about the categories that are missing. Engineering. Metropolitan Police joined us, and they sent us a list, a long, long list of the things they buy. And with a lot of those things, we sent back zero, because we tend to cluster into the same careers, the same offerings. So think about the areas that we're not covering. AI is coming, who's doing a lot in AI? Security, they don't just want security guards, they want the really great information. Engineering, we get asked for. So really think about some of the gaps. I'm happy to have a conversation on that. Where I started, 30 certifications free. Take the QR codes. Myself and Ollie have a desk out there. Contact us. We'd love to speak to you about membership with MSD UK and work with you. That's it. Was I fast enough?